Today, I am going to expand upon the different types of visas that you can apply for to come to the UK or be allowed to come into the UK. There are different types of visas to apply for. Remember, applying for the correct named visa concerning the trip you seek to make is one of the conditions to enable you succeed in your UK visa application. For example, if you're coming for treatment in the UK, you need to apply for a medical visa and not tourist visa. As a continuation of my last video on this topic, the next set of visas that you may apply for are as follows. But before then, guys, endeavor to like and share this video. And also remember to subscribe to this channel to be notified whenever I post videos similar to this topic. By the way, my name is Ika, and I send you my special greetings depending on your location. So without much ado, we go straight into the topic of the day. So number 10 on the list is marriage and civil partner. If you need to come and do marriage in the UK or carry out civil partnership in the UK, you are allowed to apply for marriage and civil partnership visa. You can come in to marry or go into civil partnership, but you see, after the ceremony, you are expected to leave. You don't stay back. You don't stay back. So you're allowed to come into UK and carry out marriage, wedding, civil partnership, ceremony, events. Then the next one is sports person for sports competition. If you are into any sports competition, whether athletic, boxing, running, wrestling, whatever that has something to do with sport, just go ahead and apply for sports visa. It is pretty straightforward, and they will give it to you if you're genuine. Then the next visa on the list is permitted paid engagement. Those are for the academics, postdoctorate. Some of these people are invited to come over to the UK and supervise students or as an advocate in a school event. So what you apply for is permitted paid engagement visa, not okay. Now after that, we have what is called short-term study visa. For 6 months, an applicant under 18 years can be given visa, to do some sub-study. Another 6 months for applicants under 18 years can do something else, but still under 18, and for another 6 months. Now you can be given visa for a short-term visa for 11 months for applicants who are 18 years and above, but this is according to their website specifically for English courses. So if you're here to do English course or any short course that is not a degree, that's you apply for short-term visa. Now, a child visitor who is under the age of 18 can also apply to come into UK to see a relative, but with some conditions attached. Though all these visas I have mentioned above all come with conditions. Now, I don't want to go into the discussion of the conditions of this visa today because it's a lengthy discussion. I will take time and do another video on the conditions attached to each of these visas. I just came in here to mention these different visas because so that if you're coming, apply for the correct visa and you're likely to be given the visa. But if you apply for a wrong visa for a different purpose, most times that's why they refuse you the visa. Another kind of study visa you can get is the graduate visa for a master's degree or a doctorate. So you apply for a postgraduate visa. In your form, you specify and mention that clearly. Okay. Another kind of visa is organ donor. If anyone is sick in the UK and is looking for an organ, and there's someone maybe in their home country who is ready, or a relative who is ready to come in here and donate the organ to them, the person has to apply for organ donor visa. And since it pertains to health, most times they give them this visa. But if the person, comes up with application of a visa for holiday, they might refuse and say this person is lying. So if you're coming to the UK to donate any organ to someone in UK, you apply for organ donor visa. The next type of visa on the list is academic visitor. This is for those that are qualified with a specific field in education. Most times they are always invited by another academic body here in the UK for academic presentation, sometimes for research. So you apply for academic visitor. Now, like I said, all these visas are attached with conditions, but despite all the conditions attached to all of the above visas that I've mentioned, there's a remarkable condition which must not be breached. That is, you must not even joke with this one. And that condition is called the no recourse to public funds, NRPF, no recourse to public funds policy. It is a standard condition which applies to those visiting the UK or those who are temporarily living in the UK. And the purpose of this policy is to protect public funds. That means if you're not a permanent resident in the UK, you're not expected to ask them for money, social welfare, or accommodation, or whatever. So they don't want that. Anybody coming in with visa should not ask them for financial help. However, something remarkable happened in 2020. In the case of ROW versus SSHD 2020, case number EWHC 1299 admin, at the divisional court, a judge found that the non-recourse to public fund policy was unlawful due to its failure to prevent people falling into destitution. It is believed that it breached the rights not to, in breach of their rights. I mean, these people that they refuse money, if you're really, really like broke, sick, you don't have somewhere to stay, the judge ruled that it breached their rights not to be, so that they won't be subject to inhuman or degrading treatment. This is under Article 3 of the European Convention on Human Rights. So the judge is saying that UK refusing these people money, these people that came in, maybe living in the UK temporarily, or came in and then ran into financial problem, especially with children, that refusing them financial help is a breach of Article 3 of the European Convention on Human Rights, ECHR. The case number is EWHC 1299 admin, ROW versus SSHD. Now, what is this case about? It is about a 5-year-old boy who took up a case against this boy, against the Home Office, as High Court judges. And the High Court judges declared that the government's no recourse to public funds policy was unlawful in favor of this boy. It was a plus. That case, the winning of that case was a plus for all the people that stays in the UK temporarily. And this boy won this case the second time in a year. It drives some families. The judge said that refusing them this small financial help drives some families into destitution and breaches the duty to safeguard child welfare. He said that because of this policy, thousands of children were living in poverty in the UK. So after this case, these children are likely to benefit from this ruling. The British boy, this boy is a British boy and his Zimbabwean-born mother, though they refuse to identify them for privacy purposes. They argued that the NRPF policy denied families their access to the welfare safety net. As a result of this ruling, children with low-earning migrant parents were now allowed to have access to essential state support, such as housing and universal credit, that has previously been denied. So this case was a plus to the migrant community in the United Kingdom. However, our topic is about applying for the correct visa. So Play this video again, listen to these names. If you're coming to the UK, try and apply for the right visa. Call the right name and you're likely to get your visa. So that will be it today, guys. Remember to like, share this video and subscribe. Click the subscription button so that you'll be getting more cases like this from me. Remember, I told you I have a degree in Irish immigration law, and I also have a degree in United Kingdom immigration law. So I have a lot of information to share here. Okay, so that will be it for today. Goodbye. Take care.